Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is June 21st, 2024, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other before endeavoring into trading. All right, let's jump over to the charts and see what we see on this quarter. The big picture here is telling us that the SPY did make a new high this week, and it's getting where we got an inverted hammer on the weekly chart. But let's go ahead and maximize this quarterly chart and see what we see. All right, let me decide. Oh, what did I just do? Yeah. All right, on this quarterly chart, as you can see, we have crossed that yearly R2 level. We went up there, and now we're pushing back like a little breakout, fake out up there on the bigger picture. But that's where we're at, and this market still looks strong, still look very bullish at this time. But let's go ahead and go down to the monthly chart and see what we see there on the monthly chart. As you can see, we are at an R1 level. We broke above that R1 level on these quarterly pivots, and we are pushing back a little bit. This has been a very strong month, even for the SPY at this time. I'll just zoom in here a little bit more where you can see a bigger picture. As you can see, but we're hanging out right there. We went to 5. We had 5. We crossed the 500. We had the 550 point. Came back a little bit and settled out here. Is this market still poising to go higher? We have gotten confirmation of this bullish engulfing, just got to see what on the big picture, So we're definitely at a management point when it comes to any of our trades at this time. Just be mindful of that. And since we are looking like we're at a top and maybe getting a little sell pressure, this is the time when you start doing strategies to, collect a little bit of money if they're going to pull back, or you decide to get out of them, whatever your plan and whatever your strategy tell you to do, you need to start looking at it a little closer at this time. All right, but let's go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there on the weekly chart. Let's zoom in here. As I said, on the weekly chart, we did make a new high, and we pushed back pretty strong, as we can see. That's why I'm saying I think I even said last week, you need to maybe tighten up your stops a little bit. Maybe you can start selling stuff maybe above the market. No trade recommendation, but you do whatever you have to do in order to manage your trade and protect yourself and protect the money that you have made on your trades at this time. But that's what I see here. But we are getting an inverted hammer at a top. So next week is going to be very critical to see what happens there. Are we going to start getting something like this? And even though we might even end up with a lower high and a lower low, long as we don't get that confirmation of this thing going down like we did over here, this market is still, uptrending. It's still uptrending, but you do get a few red candles will show up in that uptrend, and maybe that's what we're getting ready for, to get a couple of red candles or a red candle in this uptrend come next week. But just be mindful of what's actually happening right there in front of you. Like I say, it's time to tighten up your stops or do some other strategies to protect the capital that you have already in your trades. All right. Let me zoom in here on the daily chart and see on this daily chart. As we can see, this market had gapped up, and it's just Thursday, Friday here, and it was option expiration Friday here also. So that was again, people are definitely selling stuff, closing out positions, bullish or bearish, whatever they may be, and they have certain points. Again, that point might have been where if you had sold something above 550, you want to make sure that you actually kept that money, and then the other point might have round number might have been 540. Could have pushed it down just a little bit, and just as long as it stayed above that, you were good. It's all based on your trading plan and your trading strategy, what was going on. And as we can see right now, look like at a top. Let me just zoom in here a little bit more. That's almost like a bearish engulfing that we're actually having up here at the top. This candle, this red candle, is engulfing that candle, but not all the total wick of it. And we did get confirmation of that, but we got a doji here on Friday. So come Monday morning, look like we will be opening below pivot, which is one of my things. A lot of times we end up staying below pivot. So we're going to be really mindful, is this thing going to give us a follow through, after this doji, and not, which way is it going to break? Is it going to break the low, or is it going to break the high? Come Monday. So Monday is going to be the day to see what's going to actually happen, if this thing is going to continue back to the upside, or we're going to get a little follow through down to the downside. And going to the downside, we can actually really come down here. And if we break this area right here, I expect us to come all the way down here and fill this gap to the downside. But that's not that far. That's only what? $10? $10 to the downside. $10 is a lot, based on your position size and what you're trading. But that's what I see. But and that's all I really have to share here. But just be mindful of what's going on here in the market at this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.